So I got to hold a small yellow songbird. Are you jealous? I want to tell you about SweetPea. When I got back from my run one morning, my mom went out to walk the dogs, and she called me and she said, "Look at this! Come look at this bird. I think it's injured, and it's not doing well." And so I came out, and she took the dogs, and I picked up this bird, and it was so small, and it was really cute. It was yellow. It was so small, like it just fit in my hand barely. And so I cupped it up, and then I put it in a box, and I put a towel over it. I picked it up, and when I turned it over, its foot, it was bloody, and like it only had one toe. It was actually really sad. It was injured. So I named it SweetPea because it just looked like, I don't know, I didn't want like a human name, I wanted a cutesy name, so its name is SweetPea. And so I googled what to do with injured orphaned birds, and it said, we'll take it to a vet or call a vet. And so I called the vet, and it says animal control or a rehabilitation center. So I looked, and there is no rehabilitation center in like the 3 counties surrounding me. So that wasn't an option. So when my mom came back, she said we might just have to leave it in the woods and see how it does. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to rescue it and take it to a vet and it'd be fine, and then like be best friends. But we were just so I picked it up in its box, and we live right on this wood line. So I walked over to the wood line and carefully placed it on the ground, and like this bird, like nothing was wrong with its wing, but it couldn't fly. Like its foot was injured, and so like it would pitter patter, but like it couldn't walk. And so I kind of just laid there for a bit, and then I like pet it. I don't know, it was probably traumatized because I was touching it, which is sad. But like I pet it a bit, and then I left, and I came back an hour later looking for it, and it was really dramatic because like I was walking out in the woods, and I like I stop physically, and I gasp, and it was just laying there. Oh. Yeah. It was just laying there, and like I ran back inside, and I ran up to parents' room, and I just like walk in, and my mom looks at me and she's like, "Did it die?" I was like, "Yeah." Oh. It was sad. like it wasn't that, it's just like a random bird, but like I picked it up and I got to hold it, and I named it SweetPea, and then there was nothing I could do, so I put it in the woods, and now it was laying in the woods. So later that day, I got some cloth and like some yarn, and I wrapped it up. It was so stiff. Ugh. That was the creepy. It was really stiff. And anyway, I wrapped it in this cloth like a mummy, and I tied a little bow around it. It was kind of cute. And then that night, we had a funeral. Yeah, cause like I didn't want to just leave it in the woods. I wanted to do something. At first, I said I wanted a traditional Viking funeral where you like send it on a boat and then you set it on fire. When I die, that's what I want, okay? Just everyone remember that. At first, that's what I wanted to do, and then I decided like I'm just gonna bury it. I recorded that. Here's that footage.
Dearly beloved, we are here today to honor the life of a little songbird. And it's not just any songbird, but this one had a name. SweetPea. SweetPea left this earth after a long life this morning. Rebecca had found it during a walk with a dog that was gravely injured. SweetPea had a great long life, always pleasing humans with his little songs every morning till tragedy struck. We're living in an age of much tragedy with COVID and tensions throughout and bloodshed.
Great.
But we all have a hope in heaven. And this event that we have, honoring the life of SweetPea, is a reminder to all of us how short life is, and we must live to the fullest extent possible before the Lord. I'm so thankful for the family and for everyone that's gathered together to remember something. So, would you have a few words you'd like to say for our dearly departed?
I got really attached really quickly because I got to hold it and I got to pet it. And then I was left alone with it and I got to put it in a box, and then I called the vet on my own, asked what to do. And we really need an animal rehabilitation place near here, because if there was, SweetPea probably wouldn't be dead. But, oops.
Oops.
Oopsie poopsie.
I think it's appropriate that we pray right now. Lord God, thank you so much for everything that you do for us, for the life that we have, and all the blessings that you provide to us. So remember SweetPea's short life here on earth. Pray that we'll always remember our responsibilities to each other, and importantly to you. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. How do we comment?
There are people looking at you.
You can cover it up.
Farewell.
I was the pallbearer. No, it makes me feel better. It was really sad this morning because the bird died.
I was asleep.
Well, that's all I have. R.I.P. SweetPea. bye.